unbelievable how pathetic this team looked in this weekend series. And that is my reaction following a Sunday victory, Stacey.
You are Locked On Yankees, your daily New York Yankees podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On Yankees, which is part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thank you for making us your first listen every day. I'm Stacey Gotsulias. This episode is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for two to any golf tournament in the USA. Visit 5hewin.com for full rules and entry. No purchase is necessary. This excludes the Masters tournament, and it ends October 31st, 2025. With me, as usual, my co-host, Brian McKeon from Sin City. Brian, how you doing?
Sin City. The Yankees are the only team that I root for that makes me want to sin, believe it or not.
Before we get started, don't forget, subscribe to Locked On Yankees on whichever podcasting platform you prefer. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, like our videos, hit the bell so you're notified whenever our videos go live. We have a TikTok page. If you're there, you can follow us at LockedOn_Yankees. And just a note about our YouTube channel, we are about 5 subscribers away from 9,800.
Keep it up, guys.
That's pretty exciting. On today's show, we will preview the pitching matchups in the Yankees-Nats series, which begins tonight in the Bronx. We have some things to discuss other than the recap of the weekend. We have to discuss just how the Yankees came out, how they looked. There was a quote from Alex Cora that annoyed the both of us that we have to discuss, and every Yankee fan should be annoyed by this quote. But first, let's talk about the no-show by the Yankees. And yes, I know this is Monday's show. They won Sunday night, but the entire weekend was a failure.
No, you're right. Let's get in front of it too. First of all, this is not a good baseball team. Let's just say it out front. They're not a good baseball team. If you sit here and beat up on the bad teams and can't beat teams that are in front of you or teams that are good or teams that are maybe debatably better than you, you're not a good baseball team. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the fans sit there and tell me how great Giancarlo Stanton's playing and Trent Grisham's going to hit all the bombs in the world and Jazz Chisholm's going to show about all the home runs in the world. They're not a good baseball team. They lost 3 out of 4 to the Red Sox. They got killed in these games. They came out with no energy whatsoever in a game following 2 losses. It's unbelievable how pathetic this team looked in this weekend series. And that is my reaction following a Sunday victory, Stacey.
Can I just say that I was correct on Friday's show?
You were.
I told you.
They got dog walked.
I just knew it. Just the way Thursday's game went, it wasn't a good precursor to the rest of the weekend. And yes, they won Sunday night. It was better, but
was it?
Well,
was it? They played a good baseball game and Carlos Rodon pitched really well. Sure. That's coming off of 3 embarrassing losses. It's hard to sit here and you know, eat my cake with Sunday's game and think, oh wow, what a great victory. They really cut the lead down in the wild card. Are they good? Are they better than Boston?
No,
they're not.
No,
they're not.
No, they don't rise. They don't step up to the occasion. They looked awful and lifeless in the majority of the games. And I don't understand why. I don't understand how you can be in that locker room and think that you're one of the better teams in the league. I also didn't clip this, and I really wanted to. But after the game on, I want to say it was Friday night, but it may have been Saturday, and I may be confusing my days. But I didn't like what Aaron Judge was saying in the postgame. He was a little too calm and passive for me. You should be embarrassed with the way you're losing to your biggest rival in your division.
Mortifying.
And you're not. Because you know what? At this point, Toronto's better than them. They've also dog-walked the Yankees. But Yankees-Red Sox is different than Blue Jays-Red Sox. And you cannot allow the Red Sox to come in and beat you up. You have 2 wins against this team the entire season. You need to be a little more embarrassed about how you've been playing against them and not being like hemming and hawing about everything. And, oh, well, you know, they played a good game and yeah, we have to be better. Yeah, no kidding. You have to be better. When are you going to be better? Because, sorry, one more thing.
No, go ahead.
Boone also did his, it's in front of us nonsense. Yeah. And I'd like to say to Aaron Boone, it is Monday, August 25th as this episode goes up. How much more of this do we have to listen to? You can't beat good teams. You don't show up against good teams. Who do you think you're facing in the playoffs? You're not facing the Twins. You're not facing the Rays.
Yeah, the Twins, the White Sox, the the Rockies, those teams don't make the playoffs and play you. You're going to play the good teams. Actually, what's funny is the Boston Red Sox are the worst of the teams you'll play in the postseason. So think about how that's going to work out for you too. Also, we are going to discuss this in the next segment, but listen to, I love hearing this from the Yankees, particularly as a franchise, the Yankee manager, the Yankee GM, Yankee fan base does this too, where we love to discuss how the Yankee Red Sox rivalry really isn't as big of a deal as it used to be. And we still want to beat Boston, but the rivalry is just not really there. And we don't take it as serious as we used to. Well, the Red Sox take pride in beating you. The Red Sox take pride in beating you in your own building. That's clearly a thing there. So you should probably take some pride in that too if you're the New York Yankees. Friday, you lose the game 1-0. Max Fried looks awesome, but you can't muster 2 runs for your starting pitcher, for your ace, to maybe build his confidence back up. So Max Fried, let's get this straight, Stacey, has an awful stretch of starts, comes back, pitches unbelievable baseball, still gets the loss because your offense can't score. So that's a good confidence builder for Max Fried. You would think, though, after dropping 2 in a row, still being in position for the wild card, it technically is right in front of you going into Saturday's game. It is. You were in reaching distance from the Red Sox. You could win the next 2 games, get out of the weekend at Dodge. We're at the same place we were. Great schedule going forward in September. It's all set for the New York Yankees, who have Washington coming in. Perfect, right? Right in front of you. Stacey, you come out on Saturday and lose 12-1. You get embarrassed out of your own building. You don't belong on the same field as the team. You're not prepared. Maybe they were at Carbone the night before in Lower Manhattan. All right, the Yankees were out there celebrating or something like that after losing 2 to the Red Sox. Maybe they thought it was right in front of them, and their confidence and they were all good going forward. And we're gonna win the series. Don't worry about it. We're all good. It's right in front of us. We're all fine. To lose 12-1 in your own building after losing the first 2 of the series, to lose that way. Utterly disgusting, pathetic. And we keep saying it, and we're going to keep saying it until the glorious day comes when Aaron Boone doesn't have a job anymore in New York. Stacey, to not have your team prepared for that game after losing 2 in a row, for your team not to have their eyes wide open going into that game on Saturday, ready to play the Boston Red Sox, ready to beat the Boston Red Sox in your home building in an important game the day before Sunday Night Baseball, to not be ready for that performance and for the Red Sox to be as ready as they were. You know what's right in front of the Yankees? Who the better manager is. The Boston Red Sox have an unbelievably better manager than the New York Yankees currently have. That should be right in front of Hal Steinbrenner, and Saturday should have proved that to him.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, those quotes came after Saturday, which is even worse.
It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. That's what I can sit here all day and look at the Sunday game and think, oh, you know, what a nice win. They held on. There were a couple of chances the Red Sox had late in that game. Weaver gets out of the jam that he kind of sort of created for himself and didn't, and Rodon did, and Rodon pitched nice. And I can sit here and give you all these reasons of why I liked what I saw out of the Yankees. I don't care. They lost 3 out of 4 to the Red Sox. Yeah, you won the game on Sunday. Whoop-de-doo. They're going to make the postseason. I'm telling you that right now. As negative I sound, they're going to make the postseason. And I am the dumbass who's going to pay for a postseason ticket, who's going to go to the building, who's going to watch them lose and be angry. And I'm going to come here and I'm going to come on the show and you're going to sit here and say, told you so. And I'm going to say, I know. And they still lost the game and they're going to lose in the postseason and they're going to lose in the first round. Maybe they get through the wild card round and then they'll get absolutely smoked in the divisional round. This is not a good baseball team. It's not. So I'll sit here and I'll root and you'll root and we'll talk confident when they win series and we'll talk poorly when they lose series. But this is as bad as it can humanly be when you lose 3 out of 4 to the Red Sox, coming out of 2 losses in a row where you still had a chance. Again, Boone preaches how it's always right in front of them. It was right in front of them to keep the lead tied in the wild card. And they lost 12-1 when it was legitimately right in front of you. You don't show up. It's unbelievable, Stacey. It's unbelievable. I'm done with this team for this year. I can't do it anymore. This team is so pathetically bad. They are. And they'll beat the Nationals 2 out of 3. They will. And they'll beat up on the White Sox next week. And they'll beat up on the Twins. And I'm sure they'll take 2 out of 3 from the Orioles later on in the year. They'll do that. I'm sure they will. They play bad teams throughout the rest of the year. But they're not going to do anything in the postseason because this team doesn't play well against good, functioning baseball teams because this team has a terrible manager.
Right. He doesn't get them fired up for anything. And, I don't want to pile on, but Aaron Judge isn't a good captain. I don't care about the whole, he's good behind the scenes. No, he's apparently not, because he's not firing these guys up in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Because you can't let a team like the Red Sox come in, who lost 3 in a row after you've won 5 in a row, and do this to you in your home stadium.
And supposedly after Saturday, Aaron Judge had a team-only meeting that he called with the players and stuff, and we're talking about how that's a leadership move, and it doesn't have to be said publicly, but we know that Aaron Judge called this meeting and everything. Okay, you called it after they lost 3 in a row to the Red Sox? That's when you called the team meeting? After you lost 3 in a row. That team meeting should have been called before the series started. Hey, guys, look what's in front of us. Look what we have a chance to do right here.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the standings. Look at who's right there with us. Look who we can pull ahead of, and look who we can keep behind us. No.
And I hate to be that guy. When did this happen with Derek Jeter captaining the team? Let the silence speak for itself. When did it happen? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't have an answer for you.
All right, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on our videos, hit the notification so you know when our videos go up. You can also join the Locked On Yankees Insiders Club. The link is in our description. You get text from us. You can text us questions, comments, reaction to trades and signings. We send out the lineups during the season, roster moves, and any breaking news so you don't have to check social media. There's a 14-day free trial. Coming up, we're going to continue this discussion about how the Yankees didn't step it up against the Red Sox and how that's an issue. And we're going to tell you what Aaron Cora, God forbid, Alex Cora said about playing in Yankee Stadium, because boy, oh boy, you are not going to like it. We'll discuss it all next.
It's time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. This grape ginger lime flavored shot brings you the iconic taste of a golf course favorite to a non-alcoholic boost. Perfect your sinking birdies or making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Whether you're out on the course or just need a little extra push to power through your day, 5-Hour Energy Transfusion delivers the clubhouse favorite you love without ever leaving the green. Golf is all about good times with good people and good flavors, and the grape ginger lime flavor of 5-Hour Energy Transfusion gives you the best parts of the clubhouse go-to without having to leave the course or chase down the beverage cart. And now you can amp up the fun even more. Just buy, snap, and enter a chance to win a dream golf trip for 2 to any golf tournament in the United States. Tee up that trip. Visit 5hewin.com for full rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament. It ends October 31st, 2025. And guys, we have an important request. Locked On wants to hear from you. We've put together a survey to learn more about our listeners and make your favorite podcasts even better. This is your chance to tell us what you like, what you don't, and answer questions with about our advertising, what you like, what you don't like. Go to lockedonpodcast.com/survey to get started. Everyone who completes the survey will be entered for a chance to win one of 10 $100 Amazon gift cards. Again, that's lockedonpodcast.com/survey. You can also find the link in the show notes. Thanks for helping us out. Stacey, if you win that $100 Amazon gift card, you can use it to buy yourself some things that can help you get through Alex Cora quotes about playing in Yankee Stadium, which if you're a Yankee fan and you take pride in the Bronx and you take pride in stands, and you take pride in bodega, and you take pride in Billy's, Alex Cora, don't give a bleep. Listen to what he had to say. It's fun to come here and play well. I'll tell you that. We play well here. We've been playing well here for a while. It's a great stage, and we love it. Had Aaron Boone talking. That's the Red Sox manager talking about what it's like to play in Yankee Stadium. Boy, oh boy. Got to feel good as a Yankee fan to hear that quote from Alex Cora.
That is so bad. Do you remember in 2017 when the Astros kind of admitted that they were intimidated by being in Yankee Stadium during the middle 3 games?
I was part of the intimidation. I was there.
Yeah. And it's not like that anymore. Teams just come in. There's no intimidation factor at all. It's not at all. And it's not because, like some people will say, oh, this team isn't like the team, in the 70s when they used to beat up the Red Sox. We don't need that. We also don't need the craziness of the early 2000s either. We just would like to go back to 2017 and 2018 when there was a little bit of fire between the two teams, just a little bit, just none of this like happy, hey, good to see you, high-fiving everyone.
Yep.
How's your season going so far? Nonsense.
The kumbaya best friend nonsense has to go away in all of sports. Not in just Yankee Red Sox. It's a problem throughout all of sports where everyone's best friend on every team. I hate that. As a sports fan, it angers me to no end. But the Red Sox manager coming forward and making a quote like this is awful. It's awful for the Yankee fan base. It's awful for the New York Yankees as a franchise in general. He's out there admitting we love coming. He's not even saying. There's a difference in him saying we don't feel much when coming here.
Right.
Like he's not going to ever publicly admit that they're intimidated here. The Red Sox, the Astros kind of did that after 2017. He's not, and it was true because they lost 3 in a row to get the Yankees back in that series, and then they cheated to win those games in Houston. I digress. But it's not, the Red Sox are never going to admit that they're intimidated to play Yankee Stadium. What they would admit though, by saying that without saying it, is yeah, we don't love coming here, but it's whatever. It's a whatever environment, and we just come play our games and go home. That's what they would say. But to come forward and say that, oh, we love playing here. We love coming to the Bronx. We love flying into JFK. We love it. It's beautiful. It's a great place to play. The Red Sox as a franchise should never be saying that. And it's an indictment on the Yankee fans. It's an indictment on the Yankee franchise. It's an indictment on the Yankee team as a whole. It's on the roster right now, on the manager, on the GM, on the owner. Say what you want. This atmosphere has to exist not only in October. Don't only show up when the ticket prices go up and when the fans are all there and when the Mets get eliminated so you can go to your job the next day and talk all the crap you want to your Mets fan friends. Don't show up for that reason. Show up in the regular season in a 4-game series when they need to beat the Boston Red Sox because they're neck and neck with them in the postseason race.
People are showing up, but the product on the field is not making them want to cheer. That's the
problem. No, there's no reason. You're not giving them a reason to cheer.
No.
And again, it's just, I mean, you've got such bad play from this team, constant errors on the field.
Let's talk about that. We didn't discuss how sloppy, because that's another issue. Balls being thrown all over the place. Volpe throwing to second when he didn't need to throw to second. It was literally like right in front of him where he didn't have to throw it. And Boone defending him on that.
Yep.
It was a headsy play. What are you talking about? No, it wasn't.
Not even close.
Is this man allergic to ever speaking out against anyone? And I know he benched Volpe on Sunday night, but then he put him in.
Did he?
Right.
Did he?
Right.
Are we convinced it's Boone that did it?
Right. He didn't bench him. This was almost like a saving face. All right, we'll not put him in the starting lineup, but I'll get him into the game somehow, sort of thing.
That's how I feel. I don't think that he came in on Sunday to the Yankee clubhouse and was like, "You're sitting today. Your play is unacceptable." I don't know if that's what happened.
But he also did say to the reporters before the game that he wasn't sure if Volpe was going to be in Monday's game, in Monday's start.
I hope he's not. I hope he's not. Let him sit. Let him think about how he's played this year. He has been a terrible player this year. I don't want to hear about how he's young, and this is when you're supposed to improve.
He's literally, and I'm going to say it like an influencer on TikTok, literally one of the worst players in baseball.
He is the worst shortstop in baseball this year.
And he's the worst shortstop in baseball. Yeah.
Call it like it is. And I know we're going to have people in our comments today, tomorrow, defending Anthony Volpe because he's a young player and he's a franchise player. But I know what's going to happen.
Give him a chance. This is the third season. He's had his chance for 3 seasons now.
Yep. Over 300 games played. He's got his chance. He is the worst shortstop in baseball. And that's not me and you saying that because we're emotional and passionate and that's the way we feel. Statistically, statistically
telling us that.
He is the worst shortstop. Fielding, hitting, there is not one thing that he does positively out there. The one thing I can give you is he runs the bases pretty well when it comes to stealing bases. You know what the problem with that, Stacey, is? He's never on the base to steal bases. He's not available to do that. He's not a good baseball player, and I don't know where they go from the offseason. That's a whole another 10 shows we're going to do in the months of December, January, and February. Trust me, we'll be all over it. But right now, it has to be acknowledged, Jose Caballero's got to play over him.
Yeah.
If you're serious about making the playoffs, he's got to play over him.
Yeah. You also have to play him the way he needs to be played, Caballero. You know? The other issue, Austin Wells, man. I will say he was victimized on that one strikeout. That one strike three
Awful.
Was completely BS. And you got to feel bad for a guy who's doing really badly. And then the ump helps out the starting pitcher because that was nowhere near a strike. But he is awful. And there's nothing redeeming about his game right now. And I feel bad for him. But we've said this multiple times. This is not like last year. It's not like he's having bad luck. It's not like he's spraying the ball all over the place and people are catching it. Right. He's not Ben Rice. He is just bad. He is bad.
You're right. This is not a bad luck situation. He's not hitting the ball on the screws. And again, last year throughout the show, we gave you guys almost every single night Austin Wells advanced analytics telling you that he's playing very well and he's hitting the ball really hard and he's hitting it to where they not ain't, I guess is the way you want to put it in the big classic baseball terms. He was hitting it to guys' gloves and that was a problem. But this year it's the complete opposite. He's not doing that. He's a bad baseball player this year, along with Anthony Volpe.
Yeah. And, the Yankees would be doing better if Volpe could be even an average baseball player, if Wells could be
100%.
An average baseball player.
100%.
If Judge wasn't injured. Speaking of Judge, he was throwing to the bases on Sunday. So he stepped it up a little bit in his throwing program. So
I still don't think Stanton is a butcher out there. Call me crazy.
No, and he looked good running on that double.
Yeah,
that 117.8 mile an hour double that he creamed.
Fun to watch.
He's so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
But it's just the one frustrating thing, and before we go to segment 3, is that the team is playing bad. Like, we can say the team is playing badly, but this collection of guys should be a good team.
Yes.
That's what's frustrating about it. Like, they're not a good team right now, but this collection of guys should be playing well enough to be a good team. And that's what's frustrating about watching them.
Don't give me the Garrett Cole argument. Because this team minus Garrett Cole should be a 95-plus win team. Should. Look at the talent.
Yeah, they just can't. They don't have the right guy to get it done. And maybe they would if, I hate saying this because I don't like him, but maybe they would if Alex Cora was in the dugout.
You're not wrong.
Because the Red Sox aren't the greatest team. They're not. They have times where they don't do well against bad teams and they kind of get exposed for certain issues. They traded away the best player.
They traded away the best player in the middle of the year.
And they're still fired up to play the Yankees. So
yep. And by the way, Yankees held on to Anthony Volpe, untouchable prospect, can't move.
But Roman the Red Sox got rid of Rafael Devers.
And look at Roman Anthony right now, playing like an elite level young player.
By the way, one last thing about Sunday night. Devin Williams comes in. Are you thinking to yourself,
100%?
Oh no! When you see who's coming up, and then he gets Bregman to ground out, and he strikes out Anthony and Story. I don't understand the game of baseball. I've been watching it for over, what am I up to? 45 years now. And I still don't understand the game of baseball. And I watch it every day and it confounds me every day. It flummoxes me every day.
By the way, that's coming off of Brewers fans laughing in Yankees fans' faces because Trevor McGill, who's had an unbelievable year, blew a save to the Giants on Sunday.
Mm.
And still Brewers fans were sitting there saying, oh, well, thank God it wasn't Devin Williams because the game wouldn't have ended 4-3. It would have ended 6-3.
Yeah. Caleb Durbin hit a home run on Sunday.
Yeah, as he always does.
To give them the lead in that game. Yeah.
Great infielder. Wish we had one.
All right, coming up, we'll preview the pitching matchups in the series against the Nats, which begins tonight, and we'll tell you some news from around the league next.
Don't we all love the holidays? Well, the next one coming up is August 26th. It's officially FanDuel Futures Day, a brand new holiday for football fans who live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. For just 24 hours, FanDuel is giving you deals on NFL season predictions. So whether you're calling your MVP, eyeing a long shot division winner, or ready to crown your Super Bowl champ before week 1 even kicks off, this is your moment. Why not take a flyer in an MVP race? There's plenty of guys that could be involved this year. Are you still in on Saquon? Can a running back get it done? What about Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes? There's plenty of guys going forward that can win the MVP this year. Plus, you can get in your futures on crowning your champion in the month of August. Think about how right you'll feel in all your group chats, bragging that you picked the Super Bowl champ. And it's even better if you can cash in a ticket while doing that. Perfect to do it. Plus, on FanDuel, you can parlay your division winner dark horses. That is always the most fun, where they allow it on FanDuel, where no one else will allow it for you. Visit the FanDuel app today and start planning your futures bets now, because Futures Day is one day and one day only. FanDuel, play your game. And guys, good news. Not only do we cover your team every day, but now we're giving you instant episodes after every single game. Check out the Locked On Yankees Postcast. It's hosted by Jay Berman right here on the Locked On Yankees podcast feed. It also streams on our YouTube channel. Get rapid reaction to all the biggest moments with the Locked On Yankees Postcast. Stacey, as you can see behind me, these balconies over my shoulder, the famous Nobu Hotel in Las Vegas in Caesar's Palace, a beautiful, beautiful location where I watched the Yankees lose 3 out of 4 this weekend to the Boston Red Sox, and I am very upset. Can't wait to get home and watch them beat up on the Nationals so we can talk confidently about them on Wednesday after this series ends. We'll start this one off on Monday. Monday will be a yes game. It'll be a 7:05 start. The Yankees are going to send Cam Schlittler out there. 1-2 with a 3.22, but he has looked really good in his last couple of starts. Absolute gamer, especially since his last start. Got the ERA absolutely way down to 3.22 at this point. He's been absolutely tremendous for them. He'll go up against Brad Lord, who has a 3.46 ERA, 4-6 with a 3.46, but has been more of an opener type role for the Nationals. It will be a bullpen game more than likely for them on Monday. So we'll see what that one winds up looking like. Tuesday will be a 7:05 start. Also a yes game. Mackenzie Gore, once a top prospect in all of baseball, involved in the Juan Soto trade, I believe, when the Nationals sent him over to San Diego. 5-12 with a 4.11 ERA. He'll go up against Luis Gil, who has also looked better as of late. 1-1 with a 4.26 ERA. Looking to see what Gil can build off of. This is one of those, yes, they will need him in the postseason, but I want to see if he's going to be able to go into next year with no hiccups whatsoever. Just go into next year as a normal year for him. That's going to be really crucial for them. So you want to finish off the year on a positive note if you're Luis Gil. And then Wednesday will be a 1:05 start. This is a yes game, Stacey?
Yes.
Wednesday game. So, there you go. See? Max Fried will get the start for the Yankees after a really good start against Boston where he got the loss. 13-5 with a 3.14 ERA. He'll go up against the Nationals pitcher Cade Cavalli. He's 1-0 with a 2.82 ERA.
I'm disappointed his name's not Roberto Cavalli.
young, really good pitcher.
By the way,
his last two starts,
how many Cades are there now in Major League Baseball?
Everyone in the early 2000s was naming their kid Cade.
Why are there so many Cades? Yeah. Oh my goodness.
100%. It had to be done. His last 2 starts were against the Phillies. In both of those games, 6 innings, 3 earned, and 7 innings, no earned.
Wow.
So, yeah, and that's against that Phillies lineup. So watch what he'll do to your beloved Yankees lineup. Some news from around the league. Your favorite segment of the week besides the minor segment tomorrow on our show and Fan Friday, obviously. Zach Wheeler is out for the season with thoracic outlet syndrome. He's going to have to undergo surgery. That is an absolutely brutal loss for the Philadelphia Phillies. Absolutely what you couldn't have. I would say that takes them out of contention to win the World Series. Would you say not?
I would think so.
Yeah, I think I don't want to say that about a team that leads the division by 7 games and is one of the better teams in baseball. I think their season's over. Honestly, their best pitcher is done. Ranger Suarez is great, and Sanchez has had a great year too. That is a really good baseball team, and their offense is really good. Their bullpen improved, obviously. I don't think they're winning the World Series. I don't think they're good enough without Zach Wheeler in their rotation, which is crazy to say. Cal Raleigh also on Sunday hit his 48th and 49th home run. He is now the single season leader for home runs as a catcher in a season. Passed up Salvador Perez for that. You got to admit, as a Yankee fan, I'll admit this. You're a little you're rooting against him in the last month of the year, right?
Yes, I've been rooting against him the entire season, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't want him hitting more home runs.
I'm petty.
Like selfishly, I guess I'll call it petty too. Like Selfishly, I don't want him passing up Judge. I want Judge to hold that record. And I'm generally not one of those guys that sits there and wants my guys to hold their record. I want Judge to hold the record. I don't want Cal Rowley to have the record for home runs in a season. It would just feel the name of Aaron Judge needs to be in that record book, not the name of Cal. He can have the catcher record, fine. But for a season, no, I'm good. I need it to be Judge.
Stop serving up meatballs to this guy, guys. It's annoying.
It still is going to be tough, though. Yeah, I mean, we're at the end of August, right? So he's going to have to give you over 10 home runs at this point in the month of August.
We'll see.
He's done it all year, but I mean, that is not easy. We'll see. I don't know. It's not impressive, I'll say this, as a catcher to be doing it now as it would have been years ago. And Joe Girardi called this out on the broadcast last week because all the catchers go from one knee now. So the recovery period is a lot quicker than it was years ago.
Someone who was like squatting and crouching the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, weird that it comes from Girardi, who was crouching his whole career and squatting, so he was dealing with the pains in the quads and stuff. But, I mean, it is a lot easier being on one leg. I'd admit that, right? I mean, it just makes sense.
I would have to be rushed to a hospital if I tried either one of those positions with how bad my knees are. So, no. Do you
think you would have hit your 48 and 49 home runs on
what are those things called? Shotgun squats, where you bend all the way down. Yeah. No, I would definitely have to go to the emergency room for that. Yeah.
Not good. I would not want to see that. Who would we have? Who would I have to co-host with me?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Too many logistical issues.
So the last item I put in for news around the league is the Orioles are playing the Red Sox again. And the Orioles play the Red Sox tough. So the Yankees need to do what they need to do against the Nats and play how they play against teams who aren't as good as them. And hopefully the Orioles at home can beat up on the Red Sox.
Let's have some fun. Let's get wild with it.
Do it for my birthday, guys. My birthday is the 26th. It's the Futures Day. FanDuel.
And happy birthday to you. We'll tell you tomorrow how important you are to this show, but happy birthday today.
Thank you. All right, and thank you all for making Locked On Yankees your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. You get local analysis on a national scale. You can find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. So that'll do it for this edition of Locked On Yankees. I'm Stacey Gotsulias.
And I'm Brian McKeon. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.